Bitcoin and Ethereum. What's its next move? Let's find out in the chart, shall we? Wow, it's amazing how Bitcoin is coming down to the 61 point and forming a perfect head and shoulders pattern, as you can see, right at the 61.8. We're going to talk about what's that mean, what's going to happen, and how to trade it in today's episode, along with the power. What is the power of the Bitcoin force? We're going to be talking about that and my Instagram page and also Ethereum. Ooh, Ethereum is going to make some major upgrades. They're going to make a lot of you guys happy, right? I know a lot of you are out there complaining about fees. Ethereum's good. Got you covered on that. And yeah, and a lot more in today's episode. So I'm looking forward to it, right? I'm going to be driving the bus solo here today. Oh my goodness, it's it's an exciting time to be alive, really, honestly, because now our monetary system is going to be fair. It's coming, right? Our whole world is drives around an unfair system, and you wonder why corporations act so badly. Is because when the money's unfair, obviously the corporations, everything that grows up around it is unfair and behaves badly. But now, once we have a fair monetary system, oh my goodness, this is part of the cult of Bitcoin. All right, I'm so excited. Well, my name is Da Vinci Jeremy, right? And everything you hear in this video is not financial advice, right? Please do your own research before putting any of your hard-earned money in the markets. So let's get on to the TA and the rest of the show, right? And just remember, if you want to trade any of this, right, any of us, you can head over to Binance. Actually, Binance has leverage trading as well by typing in binance.davincij15.com, or the number one place to leverage trade is Bybit. All right, by typing in bybit.davincij15.com, and it will take you there, and you just take a few seconds to register, and you can do so at those two exchanges. Okay. With that said, let's jump in. Jump in, right? Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe bell button and all. All right. Wow, this is scary, right? Not so scary, really. I mean, so what? We have a head and shoulders pattern. What does that mean? Doesn't mean that we're gonna exactly break down, because so many times I've seen these head and shoulders actually just end up, going higher. It's spooking getting all the bears all excited, getting them all riled up, only to take all their money. So bears beware, right? It happens. So wait until the break before you go and take your short on this, if you dare. So this takes us right down to our targets, right? If we do break, so would not be a surprise if we do break this thing and head down to the 41,000, where we can long this thing, right, with a 3x leverage, right? Because come on, man, are we gonna go another 30% down from here? Unlikely, right? So we'd have to go 33% from the top to bottom. I mean, from the 41,000 level to bottom. So that would equate to like a 50% from top to bottom. More than that, almost 60%. So it's not likely that you're going to get stopped out. It's going to be a little bit hard maybe to hold the trade, right? Should prices continue to go down, because a 40% correction is a possibility. So make sure you don't throw everything at it on this trade, right? It's on this leverage trade of 3x, right? I think most of us can do this trade and feel safe about it. There's no guarantees, of course. I think it's a high probability, like 95% chance that you'll profit on this trade. However, most people, even if we do go down, right, some people will lose because they'll freak out and exit the trade sooner. So those are the people who would most likely lose. in that trade should we get an opportunity to buy this down here on a leverage trade. All right. Now, again, can't stress enough. If you do take this trade, do not go all in. Do not go all in. The key to surviving leverage trading or trading in the markets is that you always make sure that you can come back to trade tomorrow. That's the key. That's the key. Okay. So make sure that you can do that, right? And so that you don't. Oh well, I only lost 5% maximum of my money. That's all right. Things didn't work out as planned. Even though there's a 95% chance that it's going to work out, there's still a 5% chance that it will not. So accept the losses, and then if you can accept it, then take the trade. If not, do not. Period. Alrighty. With that said, yes, well, you could take a short here, and most likely I would clear this short up right at the. I wouldn't wait for the target. I would probably clear this short right at the 41,500 ish in this area here, because there's a lot of resistance here and you don't want to get caught. All right, with that said, let's head over to Ethereum. Ethereum pretty much doing the same thing. Oops. Right, we can see that if we come down all the way to the 61.8, wow, brutal. right, the exact same, like picture perfect, same, but different. Oh man, look at this, ridiculous, right at the 61.8, just like Bitcoin. However, it's just got a little bit more room to go, but Ethereum is can move very fast, just as easily as Bitcoin can, and probably even faster. So taking it out from here, we can see that that this target is way lower, man. It's breaking down all the way to wow. So $1,175. So wouldn't put it past Ethereum to do that, something like that. Okay, brutal, but hey, you know what? That's a possibility. And keep in mind, there's also a possibility, both on Ethereum and Bitcoin, that it goes, yeah, no, and does a W here, right? So be careful of that, right? And then gets those bears like trapped and forever. And so do not get too cocky on that. Alrighty. But again, looking more and more like we're probably going to break down than actually go higher. But looking at the dominance, I'd be surprised if Ethereum doesn't do that, because the dominance looks like it's ready to go. Okay, Bitcoin, you had your chance. Now it's our turn it back. So, I think we can see once we break here, right? I mean, I would wait for the real confirmation would probably be the 60% level, but like a candle close below there, and yeah, then it's like adios muchachos. Right? It's gonna be like, oh my goodness. Here, and let me just undo that. I forgot the drawing tools doesn't allow me to do that. Here we go. Let me switch there and double click here, and there we go. So yeah, we could see this thing collapse all the way to the 57%, but I don't think there's going to be much of a resistance there. I think it's going to just blow through that all the way to the 40 some odd, 44, 40 something, 40, even 40% level here in the next little while, probably before, like if we take this out to April, May-ish time frame, you can see this at the bouncing off the 40 level in the April time frame, right? Brutal. Like we're gonna see a 33% withdraw rapidly, right, within a month. right, of Bitcoin priced in Bitcoin, or alts are gonna like on an average basis increase by 33% priced in Bitcoin. Ooh, Nelly. Yeah, looking forward to that. I'm sure a lot of you are, right? Because you know, there's a lot of maxis in the space, right? That will tell you, well, you shouldn't be doing that. There's no way you should be doing that. You should just hold Bitcoin. And you know what? Part of that reasoning, that valuation is correct. It does have some correctness to it. But what they fail to, you know, talk about is some of us want to earn more money, not just save. Because when you just buy a Bitcoin with your money that you earn, all you do is converting it from one currency to another, and you don't get more Bitcoins ever, right? Yeah. You take only what you're earning from your job and converting it to this currency. So if you want to earn more Bitcoins, you have to find a job that allows you to earn more Bitcoins, or find some sort of work that will allow you to do that. And what kind of work can do that? Trading altcoins. And how can you trade altcoins in a profitable manner, right? You ask. Well, I'm glad you asked that, because I have exactly the thing for you. If you head over to www.davincicodes.net, right? You click on videos, and I have some videos there. They're a little old. Right? You just enter your email. That's all you have to give me. They're free. And they're a little old, but you'll be able to learn how to do the little old lady strategy. I suggest you do so right now, because that's about to break. And you need to get that education so that you can know how to buy some altcoins, where to buy them altcoins, and how to buy them altcoins, so that you can ride this thing rapidly, because it's going to happen very shortly. All right, well, let's go on to my sad news. I lost my Instagram page. They took it away. Because, you know, there's a lot of scams going on. People are pretending to be me, asking you for money and stuff like that, and like, Jesus, man, how so many people fall for that trap. I mean, come on, man, come on. It's not me. I'm not asking you for money, man. Right? If you want to buy something from me, right, you go over to my website, my corporate website. You buy it from there. Don't give it to me directly. Don't give it to some yo-yo, right, that says, hey, yo, I'm representing Da Vinci Jeremy. No. Don't do that. Right? That's just wrong. But you know what? Please help me out here. Right? Head over to Twitter, and I don't know if I put this in the description, but if I didn't, I'm going to put that in the description. Hit the like, hit the retweet, right? Maybe I can get Instagram to listen to me and give me back my account. I already went through the process of doing so. They have my phone number now. They have everything, right? Hopefully they don't lose that, right? Because I know that nobody has it right now, but whew, boy. Can you help me out? Talk to Instagram, man. Yell at them, scream at them, do whatever, right? And also share this with your friends to help me out, please, right? I want my Instagram back. I want Instagram. All right. Enough of that. Well, you need to follow me on BitChute. So yeah, make sure you subscribe. There's not a lot of subscribers, right? And this is important because, hey, you know what? More and more these large corporations are trying to clamp down on crypto, and they're gonna say that, hey, you know what? There's just too many scams and frauds in this area. So we're just gonna clamp down on all the people that, you know, they're in this space, right? So they're gonna do that, right? It's coming, because they don't want us. They don't want someone like me. They don't want the average person, right? Someone like Chris to really to get the advantage of this thing, take advantage and help you explain to you guys how to make money, how to survive in this new paradigm. They're gonna want to shape the message through their little square box. Don't be a part of that, okay? because they will cheat you any way they can, because that's the whole design of our monetary system, a way of cheating people. And it's sad, it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is, right? When we I know we talked about it on the last episode with the debt clock, right? But when you look at all the debt that's being created, right, and you know what, the debt clock, it does not include the $2 trillion that they're going to print to give away as gifts to everybody. It does not include that. That's coming. That's coming. And I want you to understand another thing. All this is my money. All of it. It effectively works as money. Because can anyone say that they're going to default on that? No. So, because they can print. So then that means it's money, right? As well as the dollar that they're going to print to cover any interest, right? So, yeah, this all exists as money in our monetary system, and all going to be coming into Bitcoin. Real fast. Imagine this, right? Where like 10% of this, right, comes into Bitcoin, right? That's $2 trillion. That's double up from where it is here today. That's 10% of national debt, the U.S. national debt. We're not even talking about state, federal, corporate, and other governmental debt, right? Because all of that, right? You probably wouldn't count corporate debt as a guaranteed debt, but you would count like any kind of federal debt across the board, in the sense of assuming that they're not already in hyperinflation. Right? So yeah, that's all included there. So it's coming. The end of our debt cycle is coming, and the world will change forever, right? Once it does get here. And so expect higher prices in Bitcoin. Expect it. It's coming. All right. Ethereum as well, man. Because you know what? Ethereum is the go-to place for, derivatives contracts. Derivatives are basically complex instruments that just mimic the price of something else. You can build all kinds of complex derivatives contracts on Ethereum, as well as other things, right? Derivatives are just one small piece of the puzzle. And so now we're gonna have some lower fees starting in July, right? I know I get a lot of complaints. Hey, you know what, Da Vinci, I want to buy your DJ15 token, but I can't because they charged me $50 for the transaction fees. Well, no more. Starting in July, that's ending. And so I'm looking forward to that, and I'm sure everyone else watching is as well. Oh my god! You know what? I almost forgot. Right? I almost forgot this point right here. You know what? The power of Bitcoin, when you finally get it, when you finally see what it is, it almost brings you into like a cult-like system, right? Because you realize that, hey, we have a fair monetary system now. That's a no-brainer. And some people just don't get it, right? And it's understandable, right? You got to check out this video. Links are in the description below. Right? Oh my goodness, this poor girl, right? I mean, I did feel for her. I do understand her. She was like talking about how her husband was just like she lost him because he was completely absorbed into the Bitcoin universe, right? It went from check out this cool technology to absolute cultish behavior in a very brief amount of time. And I can understand why, right? Because once you see that, okay, so wait a second here, right? This is scamming me. Once you understand that, I mean, how could you not go cultish on that, right? In fact, I mean, you shouldn't. You should be going cultish against this. You should. And anyone who doesn't is actually an evil person, right? So maybe you shouldn't be a dick about it, right? For example, one of the things he did, right, was took money that was earmarked for other things, right, and did not communicate that and have a fair agreement with his wife. I think that was a dick move, right? He took over the vacation money and decided to put it into Bitcoin. Now, if he had communicated with her and convinced her to accept that this is the right thing to do, that would be a different story. But he didn't do that. So don't be a dick about it, Ren. If you do understand and comprehend the key power of Bitcoin and why you got to go all in. No financial advice, of course. But if you do go all in, right, it's not. You know what? I'm not mad at you. Right? I ain't mad at you, right? But just accept the consequences of your actions, because anything can happen. An asteroid can come down and destroy the whole planet, and you're gonna probably blame me for that, because why didn't I see that coming? Right? So that's why I have to say this is not financial advice, right? Because anything can happen. And so that's why once you see this, I mean, I think once you understand, right, that all the money, all the U.S. debt that they've created, they're just printing money. They're just creating money. The U.S. government has the ability to create money. They don't need to tax you anymore. They just create it and spend it. But what that does is make you a slave. Two ways. One, it makes you a slave for working because they get to make money for free. They get to sit on their throne and go, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to do this. And they're not accountable to anybody. Right? And so that's not fair. And once they do print the money and you do accept it, right, and you save it, they get to rob you again as well, right? After you've provided the services to them, they get to continue to rob you by printing even more, right? So this is why it's so clear that you're going against the evil empire, right? The imperial empire when you get into Bitcoin. So use the force, buy your Bitcoin, save it. Cheers. All right. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in trading this, right? Remember, you can trade this on Bybit. The what's it called? The quick start guide that I have is going to be popping up shortly. So make sure you check that out. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.